Hey everyone, Eric here. In this video, we'll be creating a Windows 11 virtual machine in Oracle VirtualBox. To start, we'll need an ISO image for Windows 11 that we can use to install the OS. Fortunately for all of you, I have the link for that. I've included it in the description, in case you haven't found it already. So let's go to that website and scroll down to the section entitled Download Windows 11 Disk Image ISO for x64 devices. Click on the drop-down and select Windows 11 Multi-Edition ISO for x64 devices. Then click on Download Now. You may see a progress bar pop up for a minute. Now choose the product language for Windows. Then click on Confirm. You'll see this progress bar pop up, and it may sit like this for a while. Once we're back from that, go ahead and click on the 64-bit download. It's a 5 gigabit file, so you should expect it to take a bit of time, depending your internet speed. When it does finish, you should have a file named similarly to this. Good news is we now have our ISO image, so we're ready to move on to working with VirtualBox. Let's get that started. All right, VirtualBox is running, and the first step is to click on the New button on the toolbar. This will bring up the Create Virtual Machine template. There are 3 sections here that we'll be dealing with in order to get our VM going. The first one we'll be working with is the Name and Operating System section. You can see there's a red diamond with an exclamation point at the end of the name field, so we must fill that in. I'm going with Win11. And as you can see, we get a nice green check mark for our efforts. The next option says Folder, and that's where you'll be storing your VM files. I'm going to change it to Point to my D drive, where I have more space. Now we have the ISO image. It has a green check mark, but I think that's kind of a mistake. If we leave it like this, we'll just get prompted for it later. Instead, I'll click on the down arrow at end of the field and click on Other. Now I can browse to my download folder where the ISO image landed. Once you select the ISO file, the edition, type, and version will be appropriately populated. Moving on, let's click on the Hardware tab. Here you can change the base memory and number of processors. I generally like to give my VM 8 gigabytes of memory. Now let's click on the Hard Disk tab. The only thing I tend to change here is the size of the hard disk. In this case, I'm going to make it 20 gigabytes. You do also have the option to select an existing virtual hard disk or have none at all. That's pretty much it. Let's click on the Finish button to begin the actual installation. As soon as the VM starts up, click in its window and press a key to cause it to boot from the ISO image. There's only one window that you need to deal with during the installation, and this is it. You have the option of typing in the product key now, or you can click on the I don't have a product key link, and the installer will continue. You'll need to add a product key post-installation if you want your VM to work long-term. The Windows 11 installation does take a while, but once it's done, it starts right up. I've sped it up significantly just so you can see it finish. Everything works as you would expect. You can install additional software, browse the internet, pretty much whatever you like. If you found this content useful, it would sure help out the channel if you would give the video a like. I cover all sorts of technologies, including software development, hardware support, and software tools. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Eric out.